All right, and we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Sunday edition of the ERL. Coming to you from Darlington Raceway, historic Darlington Raceway, the Lady in Black, looking to strike upon this league one more time here as we get ready to go. Green flag racing. And it looks like it will be Technossi and Eagles, your front row, as if anybody expected anything different. As the Stuart Haas camp has been on an absolute tear and look to continue their in-season dominance as we get ready for race, I believe, number 7 on the schedule. No, this is actually race number 8. As we're waiting for the drivers to be going green here. And here we go, Technossi and Eagles. Technossi on the pole. He will hit the restart zone. The green flag is out, and we are live from Darlington. And a really hard track to go too wide, as you see everybody going single file. But Condi starting third. Looks to make it too wide for second as they go into 3 and 4. Oh, the outside momentum helps the 10 of Eagles. And the Stuart Haas boys, 1, 2, and 4. As I don't believe... Oh, and Pretty Boy James, oh my gosh. Almost just caught a wreck happening. And yes, Pretty Boy James back here near the tail end of the field. Whoa, I thought we just almost saw the 48 go for a spin. Slick Nick is looking like he's driving on ice as he gets into the 22, into the 41, and into the 21. The 48 backing up. 48 into the 22, and the 22's around. Kari spins. And boy, oh boy. Man, nothing like that going on up front. Everybody in quite a line right now. As we are now 3 laps through this first stage, or just completed the 3rd lap, on to 4 now. Now we're starting to see this lead group of 5 starting to break away from the rest of the field. That's the 5 sitting behind him trackside. Sits 6th, and he is the man in the middle. That is the 18 of Parley now moving up into the top 5. Everybody was saying that Parley was not one to sleep on today. A lot of people picked him to be in the top 3 at the end of this one. So we'll have to wait and see about that. That is the 66. Johnny B. He sits in the 7th position. Here leading this second group with the 12 in behind him. Oh, Condi. Giving a little bump to the 10 of Eagles there as I've now lost engine noise yet again. There we go. Everybody getting pretty single file, so we'll do a rundown through the field as Technasi sits in the race lead. Eagles second, Condi in third, Cranger's fourth, the 18 of Parley fifth, 5 of Trackside sixth. Then you have the 66. I already went past him the wrong way. There he is, Johnny B. Now sits 8th as the 12 gets by. That is Viper. He's now in 7th. The 66 in 8th. And then you have the 2 of Prime Gamer. Sitting in 9th. Running out the top 10, I believe that is the 1 of NF Real. And yes, he does round out your top 10. And then the 20 of Marcus E-Dub. Gets by the 1. Now he's in 10th. Move the 1 down to 11th. And then you have the 11 of Pittman. Sitting, funny enough, in 11th position. Then the 21 of Corey H. And then Johnny B in the 6th. Or King G, sorry. King G in the 6th. Sits 13th. And that 42 of High Explosive sits 14th. We go back up to the front here just to make sure we're not missing anything. And no, we absolutely aren't. (22) Akari back here in 16th position. Caught up in that spin earlier. Not at the tail end of this field yet. Oh, as he collects the wall out of turn 4. Or turn 2, sorry. No, I believe that... No, that was turn 2. There's the flag stand. Difficult track, improving difficult here for this 22. And then you got the 41 here in 17th. Just ahead of the 48 of Seleknik, who sits 18th on the grid. And then the 44 of Field Filler, who has been struggling as of late. He rounds out the field in 19th position. Is Technasi still your race leader here? As 14 laps have been completed here in stage 1. 57 laps on tap for this stage. Here we go. Super Condi making a challenge for second. To the inside goes the 45 with help from the 18 of Parley. Side by side, they'll drag race down the front stretch. Turns 1 and 2, really hard section here to get right. And Condi proving that just now as he falls down to third and actually loses a bit of time now. Car length back from Eagles, who sits in second. This track's so difficult to run with. I haven't tried it on a custom setup, but man, getting into these corners is really a pain. And if you're not used to racing here, it's so daunting how thin these corners are as we run here on the nose of Condi. But seeing how little room you have to work with, and you can go below that apron, but you shoot back up onto the track, and it's really hard to get your bearings once you go from that flat bottom to that banked surface in the corners. So you just slide up and hit the wall or spin out trying to save it, as it looks like Condi will make the pass for second. Eagles will get trapped on the outside on the wall. And down to fifth he goes, could lose more. And unfortunately, I do not have it in the stream I have going on in the race does not have the driver chat, so I won't be able to hear anybody get mad at each other, which is a little sad. Right now, though, Teknasi in the 4, out on an island by himself here in the front, being hunted down by the train of 3, one of them being his teammate in the 14 of Crangers, the other two being Toyotas. Now, still trying to run them down, but we'll look back here. On the 10 of Eagles, still hasn't been caught by the 5 track side, who also hasn't been caught by the train of 3 behind him. That's probably giving a lot of hope to this 4 that he can make it to the first, or to the 1 green flag pit stop that we have mandatory in this stage with the sizable lead that he has. And Teknasi, remember, I don't believe no, he does not have a win yet this season. The only one of the top 3 drivers in the standings that does not have a win. It's starting to really hurt him, as the battle for the top spot between Eagles and Crangers is only 11 points, both having 2 wins and a multitude of playoff points. But Teknasi sits 32 points back. So a win here for this 4 car would be amazing. And that would also mean everybody in the top 4 does have a win. But the 18 of Parley, though, missing out on a race, is really struggling. He does have that win in his bag. Oh, as it looks like we might have already started the green flag stops. Or Crangers just had an accident of some kind, because he has fallen all the way to the back behind the 66. That 45 and 18 are really starting to make up some ground, and it looks like 45 could be sniffing the draft of the 4 and reeling himself back into the fight. And just like that, the top 3 are back together again. And now they have the lap traffic of the 44 of Field Filler. And Field getting caught on a straightaway will drop to the bottom. The 45 to the inside of the 4. New leader, Super Condi. 44 got the 4 all squirrely. 45 had a run and took it. Parley tried to go with him on that run, but ended up losing time. Ooh, and he got squirrely out of turn 4 there. Oh, and into the wall goes the 18, and he's going to ride it. Oh, man, that's going to really separate him. He'll keep 3rd, but he will not have a shot at this race lead. And this might change his strategy just a little bit, as these drivers try and get going here on their pit strategies and how they're going to all shake out. All right, we already got cars on pit road, the 48, and now we see the 4 of Technasi on pit road as well. So, how will this now? And Eagles, his teammate, is down. The 14 of Granger stays out. And here comes Super Condi. The rest of the leaders forcing him down pit road. So now what will this 14 do? As he is your race leader on track as they run. And here he goes, barreling to the inside of 3. Getting it all slowed down. 45 is on pit road. Where is Technasi? Here he is. We're going to ride along with him. He was battling for the race lead. We'll see if undercutting the 45 pays off. There you see Condi leaving pit road. And Technasi will take the lead back. However, Condi will have the 1 lap fresher tires. And this is a track where tires do matter. Grip here matters tremendously. So if you're trying to make a good run, and trying to really nail these corners, grip is insanely important. Ranger's now out. The 10 of Eagles actually makes it by the 18 of Parley. There you see Technasi. So this is Eagles in 3rd and Parley running in P4. We'll run along with Technasi as his green flag cycle, the green flag pit cycle has ended, and we look to get to the end of this stage. I'm waiting to get a lap count here on the 48 car that I'm following. And 22 laps to go. Now 21. It will be. So 21 to go as they cross the line. All right, here we go. Battle for the race lead. Condi to the inside of Technasi. Oh, they're banging off of each other and for first. Trying to make room. Condi trying to get onto the racing surface so we can at least get something done in the corner. Technasi trying to pinch him. And Condi wins out on that fight. And he retakes the race lead. The fresher equipment now out front and cleaner. As the laps continue to wind down. So 16 laps to go. Now we'll look back here with the 18 of Parley, who's running with the 10 of Eagles, and it looks like we have a minor truce here as they're trying to work together to catch the two fighting for the lead up at the front. Make this a 4-horse race. Whoa, we just had a car spin. Who the hell? Oh, it was a 41 of Pretty Boy. He was spinning. He got hitting the wall hard, as you can see the damage on that nose. Oh, and now stuck up on the outside wall. Out to the bottom he goes. Not how this driver wanted to. Oh, and here we go. Battle for 30. Eagle is getting passed up by the 18 of Parley. This looking like a case of who's the better pusher here and who's the better lead car. Oh, no, the 42 getting right in the way of Eagles. That'll just about give Parley a sizable gap and a buffer for third, but that also kills both of them in trying to run down the leaders, who have now, for the time being, looks like made a truce and now are working together here. We'll see how long that lasts to just make it to the end of the stage, keep the fight between them. 11 to go as they cross the line. And it looks like back here, Eagles gets by the 42, now has to run down the 18. Question is this car good enough to do that solo as the leader is starting to run into more traffic? That is the 11 of Pittman Luckily, the 45 will hit him in the straightaway, and he'll be able to pass him in the corner. Can the 4 do the same thing? And yes, the 11 into the wall. Slows himself down, and that will allow the 2 leaders to get by. But the 45 really starting to break away. Is now follow along with Parley. He's got now 2 lap cars in front of him. The 41 of Pretty Boy and the 11 of Pittman. And all he's thinking about is that 10 that's behind him. Eagles has been strong all year long, especially the last 2 weeks, going back to back. And the 41 out of the way of the 18. Now, does the 11 do the same thing he did? Does he put it in the wall so the 18 can go by on the inside? Or does he just try to go below the apron? Does the 18 catch him on straight away? We don't know. But the 10 now behind the 41, having to get by him. We go back up to the front for the 45. Now under 10 laps to go for him in this stage to grab some more of those stage points and the 1 playoff point for winning the stage. So 6 to go. Rangers really having an off day. Darlington, that's a track that suits the brave few. And Rangers is really feeling the sting of the lady in black. As we look on in this 3-pack right here with the 5, 2, and 12. Trackside lead, here comes Prime Gamer. Peek into the inside, the 5 pinches him down. The 2 into the outside wall, the 5 below the apron, up into the 2 again and slams him into the wall. The 2 of Prime Gamer around. Hard contact, we stay green. And now that just allowed the 14 and the 20 in on this. Four laps to go. Oh, and it looks like Rangers got caught up in some stuff and into the wall. And that lost him time on that pack he was just fighting in. Technasi not making up any ground. So we now have 2 laps to go as they cross the line this time. And I'm just guessing because the car I'm following. Actually, yes, no, it is 2 laps to go. And Condi now more lap traffic. He's going to catch the 21. 21's going to go below the apron. Come back on the track for the corner. How does that affect the 4 of Technasi? As the 45 comes out and sees the white flag here on stage 1. Condi looking to be the one to tame it. Tame the lady here. And get the stage 1 win out of turn 4. He's got nothing but clean air or clean room behind him. Condi will win stage 1 and Technasi will finish second. As the other drivers look to finish up their runs, we will let's see who else finished inside the top 10. Right, can't see it. That's cool. No problem with following guys that are where they are. But I can tell you that it was Super Condi winning the stage, Technasi third, the 18 of Parley finishing third, and Eagle is fourth. Trackside rounded out the top 5. Now, as we look to go green again, the 45 leads them to it. And we go on to the look back cam. A lot of hurt feelings in that stage of guys getting roughed up. How aggressive is this corner going to be? The one already in the wall. Oh, the 4 comes down on the track. No, Technasi will fall way down the running order. And still stuck up on the outside, not where you want to be. Back here with the 20 of Edub. He gets by Kari. How about this 22? Moving up inside not only the top 10, but now runs in 7th. Oh, Condi gets into him. Or not Condi. Wow, Technasi. Very tired. Condi, your race leader. And man, what a hard start to this stage for that 4. He had such a good run going. But his teammate, the 10 of Eagles, now sits second. And Parley is up to third in the 18. And Trackside actually up inside the top 5 running 4th. And then you have that 14 at Crangers rounding out your top 5. Oh, and here comes Technasi to the inside of Kari. Kari does well to keep it off the wall. A side-by-side drag race. 66 comes down to help out the 4. And I think we heard Kari let off a little bit and give that spot to the 4. Didn't want to go another corner side-by-side. Decided to play the safe route. And fall back a spot. And so that way all these cars, these 4, can try and catch that pack of 5 up front. And we got 51. Sorry. 50, 48 laps to go. And Parley. Oh, Condi now falling out of the lead here. We stepped away for a second. The 10 of Eagles to the race lead. The 18 of Parley to second. How about the 5 of Trackside? Now he sits in P3 as Condi fell all the way from the lead to 4th, and unfortunately Crangers was hoping to get a little bit more out of all that field shuffling. Man, I don't know what it is about this 10 car. He can always find himself back up towards the front. And I'm actually kind of happy to say that we have had no in-race cautions besides the stage break so far, which is good. Not saying that other drivers haven't had issues or spins or whatever, but they've not yet brought out a yellow. As, excuse me, the 45 of Condi gets by. The 5 of Trackside takes back third, now leads that 3-car train, trying to run down Eagles and Parley. That looks like the 22 of Kari now leading this much bigger train of cars. Back here with the 12 right in behind him, a Viper. Oh, a lot of cars going everywhere trying to stay in each other's draft. Oh, and here we go. Battle for the lead. Parley to the inside of Eagles. And Parley takes away the lead, but that brings in the 3 cars that were running them down, or trying to at least. So Condi now to the backside of Eagles. And now Parley will definitely be getting run down for that race lead, with the 10 leading the charge. It's so hard to go side by side. If you think this track is daunting, going single file into these corners, man, it's literally just a 2-lane track. And just barely that. It definitely, I don't know if they shrank it in this game, but you can tell there's really nowhere to move. And you really have to know what you're doing in order to run side by side with someone, as we see Marcus E-Dub here in the back end of this field, going side by side with the 22 of Kari, who loses a couple of spots. See the 4 Technasi, he is in the back end of this group here. Now where he was expecting to be in this stage. Seems how he went from winning, no, Condi won the stage, but from finishing second stage 1 to now just barely clinging on to a top 10 spot. Not how the 4 saw his run going. Remember, Parley already with a win on the season. Could he be trying to join those that have multiple? 3 drivers with 2 wins. Parley is now the lone guy with 1. We are 16 laps. Sorry, 19 laps into this first stage. Ooh, trackside getting a little bit loose. It looks like the 14 Crangers had an issue. Caught the wall, and now has lost track of the cars that are in front of him. And I believe the same might happen to the 5 of trackside. He's losing touch with the group of cars in front of him. One wrong move, and you could eliminate yourself from being up there with those guys trying to fight for the lead up at the front. Right now, Parley continues to lead. See if there's any other fun things going on throughout the field, and not really. Everybody really in their own lane. Kari has now settled it out with his group of 3 to be, or at least I thought he did. Prime Gamer now to the inside with Viper in tow. They'll do a position swap. See if maybe having Kari in the back of this group will help them move towards the front. Technasi. No. Technasi is now 2 cars ahead of your leaders that are about to put some guys a lap down. And the problem being is that, yes, Takanasi does have top 3 speed. Oh my gosh! The 18 and the 10 get loose. Condi and the 45 will jump to the race lead. And it looks like the 10 very affected in that little bobble as we see the 66 car coming off of pit road. We are still looking to get this first round of green flag stops underway as here comes the 18 of Parley. He was taking a peek to the inside. Gibbs teammates up at the front now. A race not being won by the Haas camp. By the Haas camp. Confused myself for a second there, but it was only because I'm stupid. And Parley, unfortunately, couldn't make that run he had on the 45 stick. Tried to get there to his inside. Parley gonna peek to the inside again. Couldn't get underneath them. Oh, this group of three got real split up. Back here with Viper and the two. Now his green flag stops, getting underway. Those drivers up near the front. And ERL is on pit road. Trackside now on pit. Pit road is the 2 and the 12 follow Viper and Prime Gamer. The field got a little shaken up last time. See how much. Here come the leaders, the 45, 18, and the 10. Look at the run on the 10, Naz! What a job by Eagles on pit entry. Man, look at the time. The 18 of Parley is lost on these two. Was about 2 or 3 car lengths he was behind, but now it has grown to a considerable margin, and it will only continue to do so as those two run together up at the front. This whole field really spread out now. Before Technasi losing out to his teammate, 14 on pit road. Ryan Gamer must have gotten a speeding penalty. He's nowhere near where he was. Here is the 14 of Rangers now barreling down on the 5 of trackside. He's getting held up by the 44 of Field Filler. That'll hurt his run. And hurt him trying to stay ahead of that 14, but you just saw Rangers get loose out of the corner. And here we go. The 14 of Rangers is now barreling down on the 5 of trackside. I figured we'd follow this to just see how quick the 14 could catch this 5 car. And now that he's caught him, how easy will it be for him to get by? We still have that 44 of Field Filler. Oh, the 5 in the wall. Now into the 14 of Rangers. Has to save it, but goes all the way to the bottom. So we are now under... Oh, the 48! Oh, hard around goes the 48. Man, what a bad bit of luck. Sorry for staying on the 48 so long. No change up at the front. And the 14 able to get by the 5 and is now pulling away. We'll run up here with the 10 of Eagles. Oh, 45 taking a peek to the inside. Couldn't make it stick. Oh, who's that? 48. We got 7 laps to go as they cross the line that last time. Oh! Oh, okay, never mind. The game like psyched me out. It sounded like we were under yellow there for a minute. But nope, we are still green. Eagles and Condi battling through traffic now. They come around now. 5 laps to go here in stage number 2. The 10 of Eagles and the 45 of Condi have both been dominant, being up here in the top 3. Now there's a little bit of a gap here. A little scrape on the wall. And the 10 trying to get as much of that entry space as he could. A wide entry. Took a little too wide there. Oh, and the 18 of Parley finally getting by the 66. Three laps to go here for the 45. 2 now laps. 2 laps remain for this 45 to potentially steal another stage win away from the Stewart-Haas camp. And now I'm trying to get back to oh, and here we go. Battles side by side for the race lead. Is this for the stage win? Sorry, no, 1 lap to go. White flag. And they are racing so tight. Out of turn 2. 45 gets a little squirrely. The 10 into the wall. 45 down to the bottom, but Condi will get the pass as the white flag had already waved. The checkered now waving. Condi, your stage 2 winner. Eagles 2nd. Parley 3rd. And honestly, I could not tell you where everybody else had finished. And the 1 of NF Real is done for the day. I believe it'll be the 5 of trackside and the 12 and the 22. Oh, I just saw it. It was Cranger's 4th trackside, 5th Viper 6th, Technasi 7th, Kari 8th, Corey H in 9th, and NF Real, who just backed out, I believe, or he's backed out on my screen, but no, he finished 10th. So on my screen, he's out. In the actual fact, he is still very much in it. But he is the first car 1 lap down, so the 1 in the game will get his lap back. Yes, NF Real is actually on track, so this game is lying to me. But that's okay. We go to the 45, who... Oh, no! Technasi! Oh, a day goes from bad to worse. This is the final stage. And Technasi got loose, got punted, I don't know. But he finds himself on the inside wall. And it is the 45 and the 18. Condi and Parley, 1 and 2. Eagles fell to third, but now he has a little bit of help. The Stewart-Haas camp is back together again in third and fourth. And then you have the 5 at trackside. We got 64 laps to go here in this race. No longer will there be stages. And there should only be one pit stop for this stage as well, barring any cautions. And we almost saw one as the green flag dropped with that 4 Teknasi, who's making his way through lap traffic. And at this point, is that is the 22 of MFF Kari. Talk about a bad day. This is a car we're used to seeing run up in the top 10, but man, he just has not found it today. Qualified bad, the race has gone bad. We'll hopefully see a better version of the 22 next week. And now Parley to the race lead goes the 18. Condi now under fire from the 10 of Eagles on his outside. The 10 plays it safe, lets the 45 up. And the bleeding stops for the 45. Just as a paper cut, only lost a spot, could have lost 2. The Granger's starting to really lose ground. Those cars up at the front, and here comes the 12 of Viper. He will take the 5th spot and knock the 5 out of the top 5. Now the 45 of Condi sits behind the 18. Taking a look now at some of the in-season stats that have been updated for total laps led. Of course, it's one of the Stewart-Haas boys. It's all 3. With Eagles, Crangers, and Teknasi, your 3 drivers who've led the most laps. Parley throwing his hat in there in 5th, tied with a Houdat, who's, I don't believe, in the race tonight. No, the 9 car is not in the race. So Parley will automatically jump him as he's currently leading as they run. Condi gonna gain a couple. He'll finally break the 100-lap lead mark today as he was out leading. He only needed 8 laps to do it, and he's led way more than that. Parley dropping out of the race lead. Now this could be for some fuel strategy, as that was very deliberate. Don't go to the bottom on the entry of these corners like that unless you're looking to lose spots. And now he can run in the draft a little bit on the straightaways. Oh, the 45 into the wall. It's going to slow everybody up. But he can use the draft on the straightaways to save a little bit of fuel, as now your laps leader on the season finds himself back into P1, the 10 of Eagles. Also has the best average finish through 7 races, is that 10 at 3.3. And then could you guess who's in second? Let me tell you, it's Crangers with 4.1. Tied with Takanasi at 4.1. Battle for the lead. Condi giving a bit of room here. Here comes Parley through the inside. And he will take second away. What a run by the 45 and the 18 especially. And look who's entered the fray. But the 5 of Trackside. He's now in this top 5 bout. And the 14 of Crangers there as well. Apparently only one car is allowed an engine. Everybody else is running the new E-Type NASCAR. There we go. They're running the E-Types for a minute. They just turned the battery power on. Yeah, about 33 laps to go, or 32. As we crossed the line that last time by. Now Trackside starting to lose that group of 4 up at the front. As the 45 of Condi continues to tick laps off as your leader. And this is that part of the run where if a run forms, we'll start seeing guys making moves. But look at how far Trackside fell. And look at the 12 of Viper. Like Blaney did today in the 12. But Viper just coming up through the field. He's up to P5. And if he plays his cards right, on this green flag stop, on his money stop, he could go up a couple more positions and potentially be inside the top 3. But my gosh, this 12 is doing amazing right now. What a run we're seeing out of Viper. Guy's been up and down through the field. I'm going to stop talking about him now before I actually make him drive into the wall. Because that's how this goes. I can't talk too nice about a guy for too long or he will wreck. Leaders not yet come up onto lap traffic, and it doesn't look like they will anytime soon. Which is good. That means the guys who are out in the back made the right adjustments on their cars to be able to be competitive here. At least a bit more competitive. Keep the leaders at bay just a little longer. Trying to figure out who the first lap car is. It is want to say the 48. No, that looks like... Please tell me that's not who I think it is. I think it is. And it is. It is the 22 of MFF Kari. He would be the first car to be put a lap down. Should the leaders get there. Where the heck did Condi go? Oh my gosh! Big problem with Condi. He's now falling off of the top 3. Parley back up to the race lead. There in the 18. With the 10. Oh, E-Dub got really squirrely back there. Manages to get it back onto the track. Didn't lose a whole lot of time. Now it is the Lonely Parley up against the Gibbs camp. Or no, not the Gibbs camp. Wow, the Haas boys in Eagles and Crangers. Confusing myself by talking about the Haas camp while looking at a Gibbs car. So I got a little distracted there. 41 laps remain. The 10 showing the bottom, allowing the 14 to go through. Here we go, the 44 field filler. Been all up on the nose of Parley. Caught him in the wrong spot on the track. But, unfortunately for the 2 cars that were behind him, they couldn't really do a whole lot with him. Is that Prime Gamer? Yeah, Prime Gamer gets by the 12. The 2 now into the top 5. He runs 5th. As the 12 now breathing down his neck. These 2 are teammates in the Penske camp. Wow, I might as well be having a stroke. Uh, 147 complete. And follow along with the Eagles up at the front. So about 37 laps to go. This will be 36 as they cross the line. Oh, Eagles gets loose out of 4. Turn 4, a real easy corner to lose yourself on. He's just continuing to lose time on your top 3 drivers. And here we go, the 2 of Prime Gamer, along with the 45 of Condi. He's in. Oh, we also got the 48 down pit road as well. We jump back up here. With Parley, he jumps to the inside and he will come down pit road, relinquish the lead to the car who always seems to get the lead through these green flag cycles. That is the 14 of Crangers. So the short pit strategy, trying to undercut the two cars that are behind him, that will force... Oh, Cranger's letting his teammate go by as he will dive it to the inside, and he will look to short pit, undercut the 10. Just about to go the long way. Will ride along with this 10 until he gets onto pit road. Now we run along with Parley, as this time around will be to get his lap back. So as the 18 goes by the 10, this will not be for position. This on the 14 will be. Parley back ahead of Crangers. Now we'll follow along on this. Oh, we gotta go back to this camera view so that way I can get some bloody engine noise. Now this will be for position. There is the 10 just getting off of pit road. And the 18 will have nothing but clear sailing ahead of him. The only problem is... Oh, Condi finds the wall. I was just going to talk about him. And this is why I don't. Condi got into the wall. And he has... less pressure equipment than the 18 does. Excuse me, I'm having a stroke. I swear to God, I'm kidding. So right now it is 155 complete. And 184 total laps. So 29 to go. And look at this. Man, they ran down the 18 quick. And the yellow flies. For what? Is it the 41? Trackside. Down and out. Could have been for the 42. He's got a heck of a lot of damage on his car. Man, I don't think anybody cared for that, but that will get us closer to the end by a couple of laps. Oh, it looks like someone didn't come down pit road. Kari in the 22 elects to stay out. And now MFF Kari, you race the leader. Oh, and they're spinning behind him. Oh, Takanasi. Oh, the 44 field filler catches Corey. And through all of this, we stay green. Kari drops through the field. And Parley will get a heck of a lead on the 45 of Condi. Now it's all about getting caught. That's all the 45 can see. He's got Eagles on his bumper. It's now 100. And sorry, I gotta do math. I'm following a car that's a lot of laps down. About 23 to go. This will be 22 to go as they come by. And the 45 has caught back up to the 18. The 22 settles back into 5th, right in front of the 14 at Crangers. But the battle is on for the lead. There is still time, so Condi will exercise some patience here and do what he's been doing all race. If a run forms and he has a lane, he will take it. But as you can see, he's willing to work with the 18 to keep those drivers behind him, especially that 10 of Eagles, who has been the better car overall this season. Early on, it was the 14 of Crangers, and he is still running pretty hot. However, this 10 is really heating up right now. We look back on Crangers and trackside. Getting by the 22 Akari. Trackside making contact with that 22 as he really tried to force the issue. Oh my gosh. Crangers saving it off of turn 2. Now catching back up there with the 12 of Viper. Viper sits inside the top 5 in P4. Now has Crangers onto him. Now Crangers will probably be a little less likely to try and go around the 14. He'll actually let the 14 and the 5 go by. And he'll probably try and work with him as a pusher, knowing how fast this 14 car is. But it is still Parley, your race leader, as the laps continue to wind down. All right, we are down to 14 laps remaining here in this one. There are no pit stops left. Rangers out and back. Here with the 5 and the 12. 22 really falling off. 22 had to do something to save his day, so we decided to stay out. We got 15 laps left on this docket here. These three up at the front have been able to tame the Lady in Black single-handedly. They've been pushing and shoving. They've been drag racing. They've been 2x2 on some of the tightest corners we will race on this season. Or at least oval-wise. We're not even going to get started on road courses. But they've been able to beat her out and stay in the top 3 for a very good portion of this one. We are at about 14 remaining. Oh, why are we looking at fuel numbers, dog? All right. There goes Technosy. A driver. Oh my gosh, somebody just got murdered. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, but somebody just died, and we're still green. What? Wait a minute, we just saw the 66 get pounded. And we're still not under a caution. What? That was crazy. I was just watching on this, and then I just see Parley get his nose crammed. What is that going to do for the 18? He can't come down pit road and fix that. Are we close enough to the end? Oh my gosh. Here comes Eagles. Parley into the wall. Eagles to the lead. Did that make us over-tighten the car? Parley is not done fighting yet. It's all about the 44 just up ahead. He is the pick. Parley may have lost the lead, but he is not done fighting. He will figure this 18 out, and he will try and be there to fight on. Oh, the 48 out of the way. It is now down to the leaders, as we are under 10 laps to go. I want to say 6. I want to say 7 laps remaining. Now 6. Actually, it's 5. My math was wrong. 5 to go. Parley's still there with the Eagles. What does the 18 have left with a destroyed front end, mind you? Aerodynamic-wise, this car is only good being behind somebody. When it comes to the driver behind the wheel, can he figure it out? He's so loose out of turn 2. Oh, could that have been the dagger? He is barely in the wake of the 10 now. There's nothing keeping that 18 there. 4 to go. But he is back to the 10. So Parley not done yet. And the 10 blocking the bottom. If you're going to pass me, boy, you're doing it on the outside, and it's so hard to do that, to make a pass on the outside, but the 10 does not care. The 18 just willing to stay in his wake right now. Ooh, he got a little bit of a run there through 1 and 2. Now 3 laps to go. Now coming to 2 remaining. Parley is there! To the inside goes the 18 as they are coming to 2 laps to go. Parley back to the point. Parley blocking the bottom. To the bottom through 3 and 4. Coming to the white flag. This will be 1 lap to go. Next flag ends this race. But we just saw a guy get murdered and NASCAR didn't throw the yellow. So I don't think we're going to see a caution end this one. Parley blocking the bottom again. Breaking the draft on the 10. Does the 10 give him the bump? He does! They're going to be side-by-side drag racing, but Parley will win it! As I just lost my controller, Parley wins it at Darlington! Eagles gave it his best effort. And it will be the 12 of Viper. Finishing. Oh my gosh, this is why I don't like Twitch. I just had the top 10. I tried to pause it. Couldn't catch it. I will tell you, Prime Gamer rounds out your top 10. Corey H. 11th, Pittman 12th, Field Phil 13th. All these cars are a lap down, by the way. But I saw your top 10. I tried to pause it. Twitch decided to block my entire fucking screen. So, yeah. I only know who your top 3 are. And we will actually now get them up here. Eagles. Parley. I don't believe I have. There's Eagles. Hey, buddy. Hey, Trackside finished 3rd?
No, Viper.
Oh, Viper. Oh, wow, really? Okay, can you invite him? I don't think I have him on here.
Yeah, let me try to.
Please tell me he's not one of the guys that just sets offline.
I don't know if he is. I'm just gonna try and find him.
Fantastic.
Got him.
Fandy tatty. I bloody hate Twitch. And there he is, the man who finishes in 3rd. So we can get this top 3 interview underway, and we will start with the driver who finished in 3rd, and that is the 12 of Viper.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on, buddy? I mean, congratulations on a 3rd place finish, man. Walk me through your race. This 12 car was having a bit of a up and down day.
I made my car for a long run. So I was trying to look like the real Ryan Blaney today, but I'm just happy where I finished. If it wasn't for that Condi got hit, so I would have really finished fourth.
Yeah, and then that was what happened on that with that Condi situation because I just saw Parley run into a guy and the guy got shot up into the air.
They said Johnny just came across the middle of the track and crashed Condi.
Oh, okay, that's cool. But what was it? So walk me through this car. What did this car need just to be a little bit more of a top five car, more of a top three?
Shoot, I just made my car tight the whole race. So, like in practice, I had the car loose, but I had to change it before the race. But I was kind of happy that I made it tight and made it a little bit faster. So I'm just happy where I finished that. So like long runs, I was good. Short runs suck. So that's why I'm glad I made it a long run car.
Yeah, especially with all the green flag runs we had today, man. Well, hey, congratulations on a third place finish, and we will see you next week.
All right,
Where are we racing next week?
Bristol.
Oh, Bristol. I might crash that party. But yeah, no, congratulations, brother. And that will move us on to second. And boy, what a hard fought battle at the end there. This is the one who missed out. The back to back winner is back to back no more. Had his win streak snapped. The 10 of Eagles.
What's up?
Well, I mean, you put on a show there at the end. Walk me through this race. This 10 car was ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the three-peat was inevitable there at the end, but it didn't quite happen. Super close. I think the tone got set for the race pretty early on. It was, I figured passing was hard here, but I figured, if you can't make a pass without knocking somebody into the fence, I figured don't do it. There was 35, 40 laps left in stage one, and Condi just shot me right into the wall. Did the same thing in practice. I figured he wouldn't do that in the race. I don't know what happened, but just shot me right in the fence and kind of set the tone for the race. Got back up there, restacked in the second stage, and I gave it back to him in turn three. And even from then on, the whole race, there wasn't anything egregious to that standard, but just in general, going into turn three every time, just getting ass packed by one of the Gibbs cars. I don't know, every corner, just getting ass packed. So it kind of set the tone there for the end of the race. I got in the back of Parley and knocked him up. And for the most part, we were racing pretty clean there at the end. That's how you kind of got to do it. But with 40, 50 to go, I don't understand why we're doing that. Last 10 laps, I gave it to him. He gave it to me and tried to give it to him again on the last lap. We had a drag race to the line. He barely got me. So, good win to him. But Condi has no room to be saying anything to anybody. He drove like shit the whole race, knocking people out of the way, tail whipping people. It's unfortunate. I don't know what caused that caution there down the front stretch. I saw Johnny lost it. Apparently, he was also the one that brought out the caution to begin with. Me and Strangers had that race locked up. Parley and Condi had to save. I gained a whole second on them in one lap when I came out of the pits. And next lap, I was going to pass both of them with fresher tires, and I didn't have to save. They had old tires, and they had to save. So if I would have got in front of them, I'd have been gone 4 or 5 seconds. So fortunately, that caution came out and gave everybody a chance, and I don't know what happened there. Eventually, Condi got taken out, but, I asked for both clips from Johnny to see what the caution was for and what happened there down the front stretch, but only one caution the whole race as a whole for the lead with 19 guys, which was a better turnout than I expected for Darlington. So, I'm glad we had a good turnout tonight, and for the most part, had a good clean race. There could have been more respect up in the front, at least by Condi. He has a lot of opinions about everybody, but doesn't drive worth a damn himself when it comes to equity. So, but almost a three-peat. I really thought I had a shot at it. Parley just got me there at the end, but we'll go to Bristol and then crapshoot at Dega, and then I think we have some more normal tracks after that. So But
I was gonna say, and you've been kind of the short track ringer here, or at least that's what you called yourself, the short track ringer. Is Bristol one that you think is gonna be one that you could dominate as much as you have done in previous tracks?
well, Bristol's a little different because it's a bank track. You know, well, the big difference between like Phoenix, Richmond, New Hampshire, Gateway, Martinsville, those are flat tracks. So there's a technique to driving them that can make you stand out from the rest of the field. I mean, I have a good car at Bristol, but because of the banking, you actually drive that track similar to a mile and a half versus a short track. So I have a good car there. I don't think I'll run away with it like I did at Martinsville or some of these other flat tracks that we'll get to. But it should be a good race. I'll be up there. I don't think I'm gonna run away with it because it's you drive it so differently compared to the flat short tracks, with the banking and stuff. So, but be in contention there and see if we can't get one of the Haas guys in victory lane again. But and then it's Talladega, then it's a crapshoot, and then we go to some
Yeah.
more mile and a halves. But yep,
Alrighty, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on your second place, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
yeah, man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And now we go on to the guy who actually murdered somebody and got away with it to the win, and that is the 18 of Parley.
I what?
Did you not absolutely shoot a guy to the moon
Oh,
on the front stretch or one of the straightaways?
no, not at all. I don't
Oh,
know.
because on my screen you actually fucking smacked a dude into the sky and it ruined your bumper.
Maybe in stage 1, but no, not. No.
Oh, then it must have, because your nose was completely ruined.
Oh, really? No, I didn't
Yeah.
hit nobody like that. Just a couple of scrapes and bruises, but nothing where I got away with some murder there.
Oh, okay, cool. Because that it's weird because you literally finished the stage with half a nose. It was weird. But
That's
I
funny.
mean, other than that, yeah, walk me through your race and all that. I mean, because you were battling in the top 3 all day.
Yeah, the big thing was to do my best to not try and hit that little glitch out of 2. I think it got a few people during the race. Stage 1, I wasn't really trying to do anything crazy, just riding my line. Something happened in front of me, I would just kind of, my way in front of the car. And stage 1 and 2, it was pretty much like that the whole time. Nothing too crazy. I worked with Condi there. He got his 2 stage wins, and I must be missing something because been drama happening there. But yeah, no, stage 3, did my best to save what I could. That caution did save me pretty much the race, or any chance to possibly compete. I knew Eagles was coming up after I pitted. I had to save 2 laps, and he was with it would have been me, Condi, Eagles, and I think Rangers was there, if I can't remember. Anyway, so if I'm in the draft, I can keep up pretty well, even with older tires. I think that would have been okay. But then that caution came out, and that kind of flipped the switch. And it was just a rush to the finish line. I don't know what happened. Condi and that 66 car just kind of turned right, and I avoided it. Unfortunately, got Condi, no caution there, so I guess we just kept running. Anyways, and the me and Eagles were kind of trading positions a little bit. Just only spot you could really do it was out of 4. So he got me early on, and then I got him, I think, with 2 or 3 to go, and I just was able to stay away just enough from his bumper to make him really force it. And then at that last turn, I knew he wasn't right there, and he had to really kind of send it in there. So it had a nice little drag race. That was a really fun racing. It could have gone either way. So I mean, congrats on Eagles for a hell of a race. But it's nice to get back in the booth, especially my recent luck. Yeah, so definitely a confident boost win.
Okay, so it probably just showed. Okay, so I know what happened now. Probably, I was having trouble with my view all night. Like it was showing me the one wasn't even racing anymore.
Oh, real? No, he was. Yeah, he was racing.
Yeah,
He
I
must
know.
have
Like
just. Yeah,
it's
it's
just a
weird.
stupid in race view. But now, when the 10 got by you with what, like 5 to go or something, were you
Uh,
a little worried about getting back by him, or were you confident that you had the time to be able to get that run, like you said, into 3 and 4?
I was pretty confident. I know we have very similar cars. I got a good long run car, and when he got me, I thought it was a little early. I think he probably thought he could have drive away a little bit from that, but it was 8 to go actually when he did that. So, and when I was still on his bumper, I was just trying to wait for the right time to do it because I didn't want him to have another multiple attempts to try and do that. So, just made the right move at the right time. Pushed him up the track, and I was sitting pretty good. I mean, my heart was racing, that's for sure. Figuring out when I was gonna do it, and when you do it, you can't mess up because if you mess up, then that's it. So it's a hard move to do without putting somebody in the wall, especially at Darlington. You're just trying to bump them.
All right, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on your win, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
Yes, sir. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, and that will do it for our coverage here today on this Sunday of the ERL at Darlington. We'll see you next week at Bristol, Sunday at 9. But this has been the WB Broadcasting Network. My name is Walbridge. This has been the ERL at Darlington, and we are out.